best passing scheme is part 2 of my single back wing stack offensive scheme. The run scheme video was put out a while ago, and that video is linked in the description below of this video. And also, I will add a link at the end of this video. The Madden pass scheme has 4 great plays that will easily destroy defenses. The formation again is single back wing stack, and the plays are PA power, fade out, Steeler sail, and KC smash. Before we get into the breakdown, if you are new to my channel and love Madden content like this, subscribe and turn your notifications on so you won't miss a thing. You know what I mean? Let's get into the breakdown. The first play we're going to break down is the PA Power O. You want your 2 fastest tight ends on the field and also your 2 fastest wide receivers in that stack formation. Okay? Now, the play is a really good play. It plays off of that halfback power O I broke down in the run scheme video, linked below in the description of this video and also at the end of the video for you guys. The play starts with a tight end going in motion and then going back. In the halfback power O, he blocks and is a good lead blocker, but in this play he goes into the flats, and against zone defense he's usually open. We have 3 setups. I'm going to break down each setup for you guys. For the first setup, it's just running the play stopped. Just the regular setup, no adjustments. Okay, and then we have 2 more after that. So when we're running the play regular, with no adjustments, if it's zone, I read square, R1, and X. If it's any type of man defense, I read circle. If there's a safety over top, I would immediately look to square or X. That's it. Zone defense, square, R1, X. Man defense, circle, square, X. Okay, let's get into the breakdown. So let's look at what we have here. This looks like a man defense. Safety help over top, yes. Square, square next, and then X. Okay, in man defense, you always look at circle first, square, then X. In zone defense, we have another. It's like this is man. Let's try to beast on you. We have another zone type defense. We'll look for square R1 and then X. Square R1 and then X in zone defense. Another zone, real easy. Real easy, guys. Square, no. R1, yes. And we will just pick our yards up. Man defense. Safety help over top, yes. Square. Square. And then your next read was gonna be X. We'll run this one more time. I wanna show you that man defense. Here, so right here we have random man defenses, mostly with no safety help over top. When we know it's man defense, we look at circle, quickly, square, and then X. Okay? Right here we have no safety help over top and it's man defense. If we can get this play off, it's going to be an easy 1-play touchdown. Okay? Easy. And it's just an over-the-shoulder pass to that receiver. Now for our first setup, we're going to out route that square receiver. and then slant X. And our reads are going to be going to the left. I like to run this in the middle of the field. Again, if your routes are going somewhere, most of your routes, you want those to the wide side of the field. You can run this in the middle of the field, but I would prefer to run this on the right hash, okay? Because most of my routes are going to the left, so I want a lot of field on that side, so it's probably best to run it like this. Okay, now we have random defenses picked. Okay, our reads are going to be square, circle, and X. If it's man defense, we'll look at square and circle and then X. If it's any type of zone, we'll look for square and mostly X. Okay, you also can in zone, if you have time, look for that R1. We'll just run it. Okay, this is a zone. We'll look for square real quick. Square, nope. X, yes. Okay. Let's run this real simple, easy setup. Just something different. This is a man defense, looks like. Look for square. Okay, and just pick your yards up. This is another zone. Okay. Like this, everything is covered. You can always pick up your yards with your quarterback, okay? Play with a mobile quarterback, pick your yards up, okay? Even if you don't have a mobile quarterback, just get some yards. Just get some yards. Now for the next setup, we'll streak O, corner route, square, and slant X, okay? Now, again, our reads are always going to be square and then X for this one. That is it. I don't care if it's zone or man, square and then X. Square, I like you. That streak helped bring that cornerback back. Corner route, streak, slant X. We're just always reading square first. Sometimes it takes time, but in that case, we got lucky. Corner out, square, streak, circle, slant X. X, wide open, wide open. That's it. Let's get to the breakdown of the next play. On the next play is fade out. You can run this play on either side of the field, left, right, or middle, and it's a good play. Especially the route that X is on when it goes in its man defense, and the route that square is on. Square is usually always open, okay? The way we'll read this play is for the regular setup, without changing any alternate routes or any smart routes, we'll just look at triangle. If triangle is covered, you immediately look to the left to read square and circle, or you look to the right to read X and R1. Okay? Now, we'll run this regular and we'll look to the left. Let's get into the breakdown. Triangle is covered. Square is always going to be open when triangle is covered, unless they have some type of funny zones over there. And you'll see that that circle route, it can be a one-play touchdown. Right here, square again. Simple. We're just looking at triangle to see if he's covered. You'll notice that he's not covered right here. We'll pick those yards up, give it to triangle, pick those yards up. Okay. Again, right here, it's a blitz. Okay, square is open again. Okay, and that was a blitz, but it'll happen. Right here, no, square. And what we're doing is just looking at triangle. Okay, here, one play touchdown. Easy, because triangle was covered, square was covered. Easy one play touchdown. Should be an over-the-shoulder pass. That route is very, very good. As you see, triangle is covered. Triangle is covered. That linebacker is right there. If you pass that, he can sometimes jump it, and he can sometimes just hit that guy and the ball will come out. Square is pretty much locked up. But we look to the left and we see this receiver going over the shoulder pass or just a bullet pass lead towards the outside, easy touchdown. We'll do this one more time. Covered, nope. Pick your yards up, okay? Let's break down this right side. Now, when we break down the right side, when we run this play regular, R1 is usually never open. So I'm really just looking at X and triangle. But we'll look at triangle first, and then we'll look to see which one is going to be open on the right side. Covered, everything is open, just run, pick your yards. So everything was covered, just run and pick your yards up with that quarterback. Okay. Now, you also do have, you look to see if that running back is. If not, always go to square. Okay. If those two tight ends are not open, always go to square. Okay. Usually he's going to be open. Right here, nope. Okay, we got this tight end right here on that man route. Easy pickup. That's a very glitchy route when it's man defense. Okay. Hit this triangle receiver again. Just pick your yards up. All we're doing is just looking to see if someone is covering triangle and then looking at X. Okay. Should have went to square, but didn't. So we just try to pick up some yards, and I gave the ball up. Oh, Jesus, Justin. Right here, it's another blitz. Okay. Simple. And you'll destroy them. They'll start trying to cover this square receiver because he's always going to be open. I wish they would stop blitzing me, man. I have random defenses picked though, so we're just going to destroy them every time. I'm going to get a lot of yards on this one. Okay. So the next setup is we're going to drag R1 and we're going to motion him. Okay. You're going to let him set. And then your reads going to the left are the same. You look for triangle, you read circle or square. Going to the right, you're going to look at triangle and then read X or R1. Okay. Right here, triangle is going to be open again. Pick our yards up. Oh man, let's beast. And then if he's covered, R1 should be open. Real simple setup. Just a little bit something different. Yep. Just like that. That's that setup. Okay. Now our next setup is we're going to out route R1 and we're going to slant circle or square. I like to mostly slant square because circle, that easy one play touchdown just in case. Okay. And then your reads are just going to be triangle, square, and R1. Okay. Square, you dropped it. One. And you're just going to be destroying them with these. Pick them apart, guys. Just pick them apart. So this is the play Steelers sale. Really good play, action play. Okay, that circle route gets open quite a bit in many defenses. We have random defenses picked, but your reads, regular stocked, are going to be circle, square, and triangle. Okay. Now I do like to run this one in the middle of the field, either flipped on the right or left side. If I'm running on a hash mark, for instance, the right hash mark, I'll run those routes going to the wide side of the field. So I'll run those routes with the play set up just like this on the right side. If I'm on the left, I would flip it and make those plays go to the right. Now, let's get into the first breakdown. We're just going to read circle, square, and triangle. circle, square, triangle. Just pick your yards up, okay? That square route really gets open against man type defense. Circle route, look at the square against man. And you'll see certain zone defenses, that circle route just destroys them. Like right here. Over the shoulder pass, easy one play touchdown. And you'll do that to your opponent. They won't know what to do. Okay. And then this route right here, that triangle route, if that square route is covered, really easy play to read. Really easy play to read. Circle, square, triangle. I could actually hit circle, but it's just so many options in this play. It's just really easy to read. It's just so many options in this play. It's just really easy to read. First different setup. You're gonna slant R1 and out route to the right, the running back. You're gonna motion him over, let him set, and then going to the right, you're just reading triangle and R1. Just triangle and R1. And that's it. That's it. Triangle and R1. Going to the left, you still have that read of circle and square. Slant R1, motion him, out route triangle. Okay. We're just reading triangle or R1. Make those reads a little bit quicker than I did right there. Because you want to pick up yards. You don't want to fall out of bounds. Just like that, guys. Just like that. And remember, you still can look at this left side. You just only have circle and square. Okay, if they're covered, we're gonna go to running with that quarterback. Okay, this is the next and final play, KC Smash. Okay, now this play, we have two setups. That's it. You wanna always redrag R1 because the route it's on, he stops after he passes that tackle. And you want him to continuously run. Now, your reads are, again, I read this one, I put this one in the middle of the field. If I'm running it, I would preferably like those two routes, that circle route going towards the wide side, okay? Now, your reads are always going to be circle first. Depending on what type of defense it is, he has a nice little breaking route towards the outside that gets open with the pass lead towards the sideline. If he's covered, you'll look at square, and then you'll look at either X or R1 coming across. Okay, let's get into the breakdown. Circle. I love it. I love it. Get into practice mode and practice how he's breaking off on that route. Okay, always redrag R1. Circle, no, R1. Didn't like the way that looked over there. R1 or X. Okay, redrag R1, make him go through. Circle, yes, I love it again. Just get him over there. If you don't throw that with the pass lead, it can possibly get picked off. Okay. And then if R1 is open, usually X is open as well. Okay. That's right here. It's just a really easy play. You have a lot of routes coming across that middle of that field. And you do, if this running back doesn't block, you have him quickly out of the backfield to try to pick up some yards. He's on a block and release. I usually leave him on that. Okay. But I'll show you the next setup. For our next setup, we're going to streak X, corner route R1, and leave that triangle on its route. Okay? And we're just going to read R1 and triangle. R1, triangle. Get it, man. Pass it. Why was Justin Fields not passing that ball? Just R1 and triangle after that setup. Corner, streak, leave him on his block and release. It's taking a long time, but it's really, really easy setup. I like R1. I like R1. I like his chances, even against Smith. There we go. There we go. Simple, 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 guys. Really easy, easy setup. Utilize this scheme to destroy your opponents. Combined with that running back scheme that I put out in the single back wing stack, you have no problem destroying defenses. It's your boy Wayne 6578. Yep, I'm outie, but I'll be